Hello, hello, hello you guys, and welcome back to my messy kitchen at the moment. I got all kinds of stuff going on, and I'm filming all kinds of videos. And this is going to be an impromptu one. I'm about to do hamburger. And I'm about to brown hamburger. I have a canner going, and I'm going to be browning hamburger. And I know that there's not going to be enough hamburger to make enough jars to fill the canner, so I'm going to make some taco beans really quick. This is 1.5 cups of dry pinto beans, and my bean pot. I'm just going to fill it up with a pot of boiling water. Now, if you don't have a bean pot like I do, you can make yourself a bean pot by using a big heavy stock, a big heavy noodle pot, or an enameled cast iron pan, and you put the noodles in the water in it, and then you put the whole thing into a blanket box, which is a box lined with blankets, and then you put blankets on top of it. So you create a bean pot. I'm going to let this sit. It'll sit here for about an hour to an hour and a half. Stir it really quick. While the hamburger's cooking and while I'm getting it ready to can. And then the beans will be equivalent to having soaked them for 24 hours in the jars or in a big pot. These bean pots are really convenient, but you can also make one really easy. That's the biggest thing, is if you don't have a bean pot, you can make one. Anyways, we're gonna let this sit for an hour and a half while I'm finishing up the hamburger, while the canner's finished. Yeah, all that fun stuff. So we'll be back, you guys, when it's time to do the next stuff. Hello, guys. We are back. So, can you see them? Yep, my beans. My beans soaked for 2 hours in the hot water. And now we're going to take and put them in our jars along with the seasoning and the liquid that we'll use to make taco beans. So, I do 3/4 cup into a jar. Whoop! Runaway bean, let me throw that away. Then I add a tablespoon of whatever taco seasoning you like to use. And then tomato sauce, tomato stock, anything tomato based that you want to use. I make my own homemade veggie stock that is high in tomato product, so it's like mostly tomatoes, and that's what I use. That smells good. Alright, and we just fill it up to 1 inch from the top or the bottom of the ring. Move on to the next one. 1, 2, 3. Taco seasoning, tomato stock. I'll open my other jar and top it off. Alright, guys, I'm going to get this finished and we'll be back. Alright, there we go. All filled, all ready to go. So, first thing you do is always debubble. Use wood or plastic, never metal. Metal can scrape and cause cracks in the glass. Then we wipe and clean the rims lids, rings, whatever. Lid, ring, and fingertip tight. Don't over crank on it. Fingertip tight, and we stick that in the canner. Alright guys, we'll be back. There we have it, you guys. 4 1.5 pints of hamburger, 3 1.5 pints of taco beans, and a quart of taco beans. And then we're going to pressure can it for 90 minutes. It's okay if the beans pressure can that long. They actually only need 75 at a quart. But we have meat in here, so they have to go full 90. And the reason is because I needed a full canner. So I just whipped up some taco beans really quick. Alright. We have our water in there. We have our sploosh of apple cider vinegar, which helps prevent clouding. Check your vent. Check your pop-up button. Line up your arrows. And turn on your canner. Now, I never turn my canner on high. I always turn it on medium high and let it come up to temperature and be at that temperature on its own. It makes me nervous, the whole concept of turning it on high and then turning it down to medium low while it's processing and keeping it at that vigorous jiggle, because I just get nervous that I might turn it down a little bit too much and then it slows down the processing and then it doesn't jiggle properly and then I have to try to bring it back up and then it's just a big mess. So for me, I start at medium high and or medium temperature, because I keep it between 6 and 7, and I let it do its whole processing on that temperature. It takes a little longer for it to come up to pressure and venting, but I don't care. For me, the peace of mind that I'm getting a full 90 minutes of full processing makes me feel more comfortable. Alright guys, we're going to let this be. We'll come back when it's venting full heat or full steam so you can see what it looks like. Alright guys, we'll be back. There we have it, you guys. A full steaming vent, and the button has popped up. So we're going to put on a timer and time this for 10 minutes while it vents. There we go, you guys. Now we just need to put our weight on top of it. And then we let it come up to a slow jiggle, and that is processing. And then we process it for 90 minutes. We'll be back, you guys. There it is. That's processing. We just let it sit and jiggle for 90 minutes and do its thing. We'll be back. Alright guys, here we go. It's been 90 minutes. So all we're going to do is turn it off. We're not going to touch it. We're not going to mess with it. We're not going to jiggle or push or anything. You just let it sit and let it completely cool down, and the button will fall, and then we can test it. Alright guys, we'll be back. There we have it, you guys. Both our hamburger and our taco beans here in back. Now, I didn't get a chance to film the end of it. The cooling down and the pulling them out, because my camera was transferring files because I'd filled my camera up filming. The boiling you see lets you know that it has gotten up to temperature, and this is heat boiling, not really air. I mean, it is air, but it's not like air bubbles that were in it. This is created by the boiling process. So this is okay. This also is a key indicator of the fact that you've got it up to proper temperature. So in the end, all 4 jars of hamburger and all 5 jars of taco beans sealed. Now I can't get you too close because I can't touch these or pick these up because they're still, well, boiling. They're really, really warm. So you can see the hamburger. The hamburger looks really nice. And the beans in back. Look at that. Ooh. I really like this camera. What do you guys think? You guys like this camera? Let me know in the comment section down below if you like this camera better. Okay. The beans. Now, I know the beans look really crushed, and part of it is because they went for 90 minutes. We don't mind that. That's why we call them taco beans. Because then I take the entire jar and I add a cup, cup and a half, generally just a cup of Thrive Life rice. And sometimes just a little bit more water squished around in the jar to get all that extra stuff out. And we cook up the rice and the beans together, and then you add them on top of your tacos. Taco beans. Because then you get, you know, rice and beans in your taco. Yum, yum. Alright guys, thanks for coming along for my video on canning hamburger and for my video on canning taco beans. I'll make them 2 separate videos, but the endings are going to be the same video. And certain other parts of it are going to be the same video. But thanks for coming along. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and let me know anything else you'd like to see me do. And let me know if you like my new camera. If it's a lot better and it doesn't fuzz out all the time. Yeah. I really like it a lot. So, alright guys, we'll see you in the next one. And remember, stay positive. This is zoomed in too far for you. Stay positive, yeah. Okay, stay positive guys. Bye.